Christina Dhanraj, an Indian feminist writer and advisor at the alternative social media platform Smashboard. Good to have you with us. Do you agree that one of the factors dictating how this case is being handled is because the victim was from the lowest Dalit caste and her alleged attackers are from a higher caste?
Oh, absolutely, because what we are looking at is a culture of impunity that surrounds a lower caste woman, right? So traditionally speaking, lower caste women and their bodies are considered to be disposable, untouchable, and therefore the way they have access to any kind of systemic justice or any kind of access to police officers or the rule of law is very limited by virtue of the caste they belong to. So absolutely, the way it is being handled is very much by virtue of the caste that she belongs to. I think what is more important to look at here is the impunity that surrounds her, right? So it starts from the beginning of she being able to go to a doctor to get first aid or have any kind of evidence collected from her injuries. And then if that's happening, then going to the police station and getting a complaint registered. If all of the police officers belong to a higher caste, then there's high probability of they refusing to file a complaint even. And even if she succeeds in doing that, then comes the magistrate, the court, the state. So at every step, she is being stopped and she's being barricaded from attaining justice. What we are seeing here, absolutely, like your reporter put it, it is the tip of the iceberg. But for Dalit women in particular, the situation is far worse than what we are witnessing for other women in India.
OK, but in this particular case, shocking as it is, there have been arrests. 4 men have been arrested, and the police are saying that they are fast-tracking this case. Are you saying that you're not confident that this will lead to any kind of justice?
Unfortunately, I am not, because this case is not it's not a one-off case. There have been several social media handles that have been gathering a lot of evidence, and only from July 2020, there have been several reported cases against Dalit women. And this is not a new phenomenon. Caste system is a 3,000-year-old system, and over the past several decades, we've been witnessing countless cases of caste-based sexual violence against Dalit women. So, and the statistic of 4 Dalit women being sexually assaulted every day is a very, very low statistic. It's grossly underreported, right? So, if you take up all of these cases, the proportion of conviction is again extremely limited. So yes, arrests have been made. I'm very glad to see that a fast-tracking promise has been made, but if there is conviction, great. But what about convictions of other Dalit women victims? I mean, that's not being spoken about. So I think it's really tempting to look at this as a one-off case and to keep monitoring how this case is being dealt by the law, which if it is dealt rightly, I would be very happy. But to also look at it as a systemic problem and to look at it as a huge issue that India is dealing with, that India's Dalit women are dealing with. In fact, just about an hour ago, or maybe a couple of hours ago, another case got reported of a Dalit woman being sexually assaulted in Balrampur, which is not very far from the same place in UP. A similar fate had occurred to her. So this is happening like every other 10 minutes, right? So if there were convictions made, then we would have seen those already.
Yeah, it is an appalling situation. Thank you very much indeed for joining us to talk about that. Christina Dhanraj there.